1. All right, I'm back as part of DustCS's ongoing coverage of ESL Challenger Atlanta. I'm here with longtime friend of DustCS, Swisher. So I want to first ask you, how you doing, Swisher?
I'm doing pretty good. We're happy to be here.
And that's always, good to hear. I think it's important to sort of keep in a positive attitude, especially after that close loss against Virtus Pro. Before we sort of get into the match, I wanted to ask you guys, how recently did you know Mnmzzz wasn't going to be able to make it?
We knew pretty far in advance that the likeliness, it was pretty unlikely. There was always a little bit of hope that he could make it, but we decided to keep him in North America, at least, to play the last Cash Cup, to more so play for the IEM Katowice invite. That was like a bigger event to potentially qualify for.
So you guys have known for a while. Does that mean you've had a chance to sort of prep and get deph's match fitness up?
We definitely did, but that's, at the end of the day, main practice with the main team is more important. Deph was watching every game and such, so he kind of knew most of Mnmzz's roles and kind of what he does, but playing with Mnmzzz was the main priority.
And what's been your sort of impression on Deph on the server? Does he still have that, magic from back in 2019, or do you think in your next match it's going to be another sort of struggle for him to get up to speed?
I mean, in Pugs, the guy's a demon. Like, out of nowhere, he'll just carry, and it's the funniest thing ever. He definitely has it. Obviously, he's kind of playing, Ancient is like his worst map individually. So he's playing like heavy impact roles with mid. So it's a little bit harder for him, but he still has it.
Yeah, so he definitely still has, a lot of value to provide to the team, especially when this team was first assembled. A lot of people sort of asked about the return of Deph, and we had a chance to talk to Psycho NT, Donald, about it, and he mentioned how, why he brought in Deph and what his impact has been to the team. So I wanted to, kind of get your take on it. How has his, return to CS been, and what is your assessment of him as a coach so far compared to other coaches you have worked with?
Deph has been honestly great. His experience from being previously attending majors, being on complexity for like 3 or 4 years or something, IGLing, entry fragging, and experiencing a lot of different professional players, it's like invaluable, basically, especially for coaches in North America, even though he's British, but he's been in North America forever. It's really invaluable, and he's been fantastic.
And I think the results really show themselves. For example, in ESL Challenger League, you guys won the whole season outright, only dropping one map during the entire 3 months of competition. Does that feel great to you guys to sort of validate the hard work you have put in?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been playing incredibly well. We only lost one series here in North America before this one against Party Astronauts, which we should have won. And I think since we picked up slaxz, we've dropped 4 maps total. 2 of those to Party Astronauts in that one series that we lost. So things have been going great. We've been putting up really great results, and we're happy with our performance.
Speaking of slaxz, how is he different from Wolfie, and what qualities were you looking for when you brought him into the team?
His confidence is something that I've never seen before from an opper that I've played with before. Adam's great, Wolfie, great guy, I love him. He just kind of lacked confidence sometimes, and that's something that slaxz has been absolutely phenomenal at. Just like we have a joke basically, which is we say, oh yeah, somebody keeps peeking this. He goes, okay, I'll fuck them. I'm just tell me where to go and I'll kill them. And that confidence is so invaluable.
And how did you guys find him? It's kind of a crazy move when you think about it. He was someone who played for a long time in the sub-top of the German scene. It's definitely an unusual pickup for an NA team. So how did you even find this guy?
Statistically, I think he was the best CS2 opper coming. He was, I think, playing phenomenal in CSGO at the end of Go, and then going into CS2, he was playing incredibly well. So we kind of had our eyes on him on the get-go, and then everything kind of came into fruition.
Now, turning the focus back to ESL Challenger League, we saw your run was almost perfect, but I think Boss gave you guys the hardest stick of any team that you faced. What do you think of that team? Do you think they kind of have potential to, be the next great NA team?
Boss definitely has a lot of potential. They have some inexperienced players, which is obviously going to, when it comes down to it, when games get close and such, that inexperience costs. I think that's why we were able to come back on some of those games and such. But yeah, they're really good players. It's interesting that Wildcard decided to drop them. Very, very interesting. I think that was a mistake personally. But yeah, I think they deserve an org.
Now, final question before we let you go. Obviously, the goal here is to earn enough points so you guys can advance to play Katowice, and I think you are very close to earning that. I think if you win the next series against whatever team in the lower bracket, you have it. Considering with M80, you started out Pro League kind of slow when you guys were first signed. Do you feel like your team better prepared for S-tier tournaments going into 2024?
Oh, absolutely. We've only practiced in North America with slaxz, and I feel like we've already gained and learned a ton, and we're playing incredibly well compared to how we were playing before. So we're excited to. I think we're invited to the closed qualifier for the RMR. I believe so. So it's nice that we're going to be coming back to NA, playing that close. Hopefully, make it to the RMR, and then get a nice boot camp in Europe before that. Just to kind of set some things in stone and get some really good European practice. But we've been playing a lot better, and we're super, super excited. We've worked on like our new system basically, and kind of just implementing a more European approach in a sense, and more of a tier 1 and approach to things. And we're super, super happy with how we've been playing.
All right, that's our interview with Swisher. Thank you so much for your time. We'll see you guys in action later today, and NA's pulling for you to make it to the playoffs. Thank you so much.
Thank you.